The clearances 13-8 out of the centre, 5-1. Rowville on top in the contested ball by winning it by 10. Balwyn with 10 more uncontested possessions. Balwyn won the inside 50s 20-13, but their ball use inside 50 wasn't great. Rowville taking 7 intercept marks to 2. So for mine, Balwyn needs to lower the eyes a bit and hit the forwards up on the lead. The team defence of Rowville is too strong. There's a reason why they haven't conceded 100 points so far this season. So unless Balwyn improve their kicking inside 50, they won't win this game.
Fair to say that Ferntree Gully have made a statement in the first quarter of their game. 7 straight 42. They lead Donvale 4 behinds, 4 points at quarter time. Ooh. But start of the second term here, so there goes my Donvale tip. Manuel gets the kick out of the middle of the ground. Good work up to half forward. Archer was the intended target. Cutting it off there was Taylor Gilchrist. Had to do a bit of work off the back of the pack, McDonald. And eventually they can clear away off the boot of Gilchrist, but it only goes as far as Manuel. 70 from home. Short chip kick was good, found its target. It was Allen. Slide forward 50. Fly from the back came from Fraser. Over the back there. And a chance to, once again, for Rowville deep in attacking early. And it can really set something up here, Brash.
Such as the pressure that Rowville are putting on Balwyn. They're making uncharacteristic mistakes this afternoon with their disposal, Balwyn.
So Archer will be the flyer against Meeson. We'll give that one to Archer. Soupy will go after it again. Stacks on the mill. Umpire will come in and bounce this one. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast today. 98.1 Radio Eastern, streaming live around the globe, efl.org.au or at easternfm.com. Comes out now. Nicely done there by Best. He kept it alive. Squeezed to kick out. Hill takes the mark. He's about 55 out. It's too far out to score into this breeze. So, huge lead there from Archer. Screaming for it. That was ignored. Instead, it's going to go to the hot spot. It go towards the Garner direction. Going back with the flight was Roderick Crow, and he takes the mark. Ever reliable Rod Crow. So
it was a gutsy mark there by Crow.
Yeah, it was great. And early contender for the A1 airport parking mark of the day. Switches it out wide. Shivers. They've gone back to the goal square now. Short passes on. Well, it looked risky for McDonald, but the wind brought it back nicely into his chest. He had to get down low. He's still deep in that defensive half, and he goes even deeper. He goes backwards looking for Shivers, who takes it in the goal square. On the right boot now. He wants to get some purchase on this football and kick it up towards the Meeson direction. Garner was the flyer there for Rowville. Roped his own football in the end. Was strongly met in a tackle there from Kennedy. The umpire said it was too high. Tiggy Touchwood?
Oh, maybe? No, I thought that was there.
Joel Selwood?
No.
Garner on the right boot looking for Manuel. He's got strong jukes.
Good mark. Used his body well there.
Yep.
Takes it across the 50. So still thinking he's going to be too far out to score here, Ray.
Yeah, no, it's a long way against that wind. But Brash, very uncharacteristic of Balwyn. I mean, they had 6 or 7 kicks and they still didn't get it outside that 50-metre mark.
They had negative yards there, Ray.
It's a pressure that Rowville are putting on them.
So Cameron Manuel comes in now from the 50. He kicks it straight. It's going to go right to the goal line, but touched over and rushed through for 1 behind. On the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, that's their 4th, the Rowville Football Club, pushing them to 4-4-28, a 21-point lead over Balwyn at the 3.5-minute mark, 1-1-7.
So Pendlebury, once again to do the kick-out duties, goes wide to the outer side.
Nice kick.
Long kick and a good mark taken there by Goebbels. Still a long way from home. Once again, these Balwyn forwards pushing up the ground. O'Connell takes the mark. Centre wing on the outer side and finds Shivers on a long lead.
This is better.
So Shivers, 70 from home, switches play across to Taylor Gilchrist. And now he can just chip over the top. Kennedy's got a lot of work to do, but takes a nice mark in front of Dylan Letter. Short chip kick inside forward 50, found Osborne. And he's been paid a chopping of the arms for a kick. So
yeah, that was there.
He was 2/5 away from actually taking the mark anyway. So
trying to play everything he could for a 25-metre penalty. Not a 50-metre, not a 30-metre, right?
It was 2/5.
30 yards.
That's 40%.
So Osborne, man on the mark's about 25 out. 45-degree angle here. Comes in now. We'll ride this one home. It's just gone
Bad
right.
miss.
and through for one behind. Balwyn 1-2-8, Rowville 4-4-28, a 20-point lead once again in favour of the Hawks. We've gone 4 minutes in this second term, all thanks to the Pancake Parlour.
Brash, week in, week out, we talk about taking the most of your opportunities, and yet Balwyn cannot afford to miss goals like that. That should have been kicked by an experienced AFL player.
So Stapleton played it to himself just to gain that extra bit of meterage, kicked it up towards the Garner direction. But a strong mark's been taken there from Meeson on the right boot. Switches play nicely done. Rennie Gilchrist about 60 metres out from goal, who on his day could nearly roost this one home.
They really need a goal here, Ball, and they just need to take a little bit of stock and just try and work their way back into the game. They're not going to be able to blast their way back into it. They're going to have to work methodically.
So Rennie Gilchrist, what a servant of the Balwyn Football Club. Team of the century captain comes in now. This would be one hell of a captain's goal as he got the length he does, but not the accuracy. Pushed it to the left-hand side and through for a minor score. Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 5.5 minutes gone here in the second term of the Division 1 qualifying final, and it is Balwyn 139, Rowville 4-4-28.
Oh.
Short passes on, and Goebbels has chopped it off very nicely, and Jeffrey will go back and he'll kick from about 45 metres out, 45-degree angle, and he absolutely laps these opportunities up, does Jeffrey.
Yeah, well, he's a man for all final series, Jeff Goebbels. We know he's capable of kicking the big goal when it's required.
Oh, he's got a 15-goal margin in the All Trophies goal kickers for Division 1. He's got 71 for the year. He'd love to make that 72 now. Hop, skip and a jump, and straight over the goal up by his head. It goes for Balwyn's second goal of the game. And on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, they moved to 2-3-15, reducing the margin back to 13 points now, with Rowville sitting at 4-4-28.
As you said, Brash, that was a goal that Balwyn had to get. You know, they were 6.5 minutes into the quarter to get that first goal, and they're kicking with the wind. They've got to make the most of it. But they're not going to get it by just blazing away.
No, they won't.
So it nails back the lead just a smidge. A good kick by Jeff Goebbels. Ball back in the middle once again. Rennie Watts this time gets the high fly. Frawley managed to get the clearing kick away out to centre wing on this commentary side. Wrapped up in a nice tackle there with Seedsman.
I'll tell you what.
And
That's not a free
too
kick.
high. The handball's come out wide to Letter. Letter goes inside forward 50. Archer's found a bit of space on the long lead in front of
That was a
Pembury.
good pass.
And
That was a
work.
good pass.
Well worked into space there from Archer, and he takes the mark. Man on the mark is Penderbury. He stands about 45 metres out from goal.
I think if Rowville really are going to win this game of football, Archer's going to have to grab everything that he can get his hands on. I mean, this is a big kick against the wind. I mean, we're looking at 50, 55 metres here. Tell you what, if he kicks this goal...
Garner's finally making his way back to the goal line, which is exactly where he needs to be.
So Archer begins his run up here.
They got Robbie McEwen back there.
Sends it on its way, looks good, holds up in the breeze and just goes right. In the end, it doesn't even register a score. Out of bounds on the full and wasting no time. Balwyn able to clear out the outer side through Roach.
So just underneath the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Short passes on, looking for Shivers, knocked away from him and over the boundary line it goes. Grant Campbell, some stats that matter in this second term, thanks to Choose Tap.
Inside 50s, 5-3 in favour of Rowville.
A better option then for Archer would have been to have put it at the top of the square where the big men would have been leading into the space.
So boundary throw in. Archer versus Watts. Archer did well there, got the knockdown, little kick off the ground, going forward for Rowville. And Letters in there and stacks on the mill as the ball's handed back to the umpire from Liam Fraser. Quick restart here. Archer used his body, got the knockdown. Somehow got boot to ball up towards the top of the goal square. Knocked on magnificently. Davey front and centre. That's how you play forward. Magnificent goal from Davey. That's his second on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard on the Rowville goal kickers list, and that's the answer, the quick answer that they were after the Rowville Football Club. 5-4-34 plays 2-3-15.
And very clever play by Robbie McEwen. We all know Robbie McEwen. He's a long-time servant of the Rowville Football Club. Started in the under-9s or something. He's still playing down there. Just very clever. The ball came in very awkwardly. He didn't try to grab it. He just made sure the ball went in the right direction for Matty Davey. Once again, a small coming forward scores, Brash.
And that's exactly what you want on a slippery type surface this afternoon.
I love it when players play front and centre and are able to run onto it.
Ball back in the middle once again. This time Garner tries to get the tap away. Manuel, his handball was intercepted by Gilchrist. And it wrapped up. We'll have a secondary ball up. So sun now coming out from behind the clouds once again, shining back onto Bayswater Oval. Might warm it up a little bit more for Gus McLeod, boundary side. The kick off the ground was good, but from cross, but it went straight into the hands of Mason Crozier. Crozier kicks out wide, managed to find Best on a long lead. So Best at halfback. Chip kick over the top was good, Giorgio. It was good early in that first term, probably drifted out a little bit.
He's doing well, I think. Reads the play really well.
Trojan workhorse-esque. Centre wing out of side. Just roosts it up. And once again, you give a guy a rap.
He kicks
it
it
out of bounds on the foot. Just got to stop complimenting players on their games. So Balwyn to regain possession. Centre wing. Ball in the hands of McDonald. Kick short, finds O'Connell. Went for the 1-2 back with McDonald, decided against it, now goes long, up in the direction of Broadhurst, overran him, Georgiou couldn't quite take the mark, and it spills over about 55 metres round from the Balwyn goal.
Break Broadhurst, Brash. He's a guy that's got a lift down there for Balwyn.
At the moment, I think it's match fitness that's hurting Blake Broadhurst. He's hardly played a senior game all year. Looks a little bit out of touch at the moment.
Certainly is. Ball thrown in. Trying to bustle something forward, Balwyn. They'd like a goal in the next couple of minutes. One goal registered in this second term, 11 minutes gone. Two-start match stats, Grant Campbell.
The clearances this quarter just 3-2 in favour of Rowville. The contested possessions 8 apiece.
So Balwyn with a go here. Across the defensive arc, chopped off there from Rowville. The kick favours them across the half-back line, out towards the wing position now. Ball sitting up. It's a one-on-one contest. Getting down low there was Burns. He couldn't get rid of the football. He might get pinged here. You can hear the Balwyn fans screaming for it. Fraser going, what else do I have to do, umpire? I said, if you've got an issue, use a tissue, because I'm about to ball this one straight back up. Watts went up unattended that time, straight into the arms of Sanfilippo, who was brought off the football. Umpire said it was okay. So, letter switches with Alex Frawley. Right in front of Gus McLeod on the boundary line, thanks to chiropractic betting. Watts got it down, Sanfilippo gang tackled in that instant, and we'll certainly have a restart here, right in front of the grandstand here at Bayswater Oval. The home of the Eastern Football League. Archer got the knockdown that time, charging through there was Cross-Juice. He's a gutsy player. But Rowville, nicely done there from Garner of the Damien variety. Little toe poke across up towards the half-forward line, but chopped off there from Fraser from Balwyn. Little switching kick up, finds Sanfilippo. Goes back to Fraser, who's run on well on the right booties. The intentions were there, but the kick wasn't crash shot. Nicely done there from Allen to create the spoil. And it looks like Allen might get the free kick here.
Yeah, he just copped a bit of a knock on the way down. He was just trying to gain possession.
Ashley.
He knew he was going to get it, but he put his body right on the line, didn't he?
Yep.
So Ashley up towards the half-forward line. Big fly that time from McEwen. Knocked away from the back at the fall of the ball. A lot of players surround the pill, and the umpire will come in and bounce. 65 metres out from the Rowville goal line. They lead by 19 points here in the second term. 13 and a half minutes gone as we go around the grounds.
Bayswater out to a 4-goal lead now, 6-3-33. Mooroolbark 2 straight 12. Wayne McInerney with 2 goals this afternoon.
Oh, Frawley pass was absolutely magnificent, where Seedsman took it across the paint of 50s. realises he's a little bit too far out to score, so he's going to go for the short option, and it was good because Robbie McEwen put on a good lead, and he takes the mark, but he's still probably too far out to score. Switches it into the pocket that was intended for Crozier. Dropped maybe what he should have taken in the forward pocket, right near that boundary line. Fraser comes in to lend some support. Rod Crowe is more than happy to see it over, but instead his head was over the football and he won the free kick, so he's going to go to his skipper, Rennie Gilchrist. Kicks it in towards the middle of the ground now. They got some good purchase on that one. At the fall of the ball, came out towards the Bain direction, got a linking handball up okay. The kick goes up towards the half-forward line now for Balwyn. Bouncing football. Nicely done there from Shivers. Gave a little fend off this way, that way. He'll go back to Gilchrist at the tail of variety. You are in trouble, son, and you are Gonski. So holding the ball it is, and it'll be a free kick to Rowville. Matty Robinson to have it across the half-back line.
Absolutely no arguing that.
You'd think that both players from both sides, along this wing here, is very slippery. All you got to do is get the ball and kick it rather than trying to, run around opponents.
A good intercept mark there from Jared Wright. He's got a player all by himself in the middle of the ground. O'Regan, too slow. Decides to go back to Meeson. Can switch to Fraser here. And now a chipper kick over the top wasn't all that good. And a good mark taken running back with the flight of the ball there. Stapleton, let's cross boundary side. Thanks to chiropractic betting.
Boys, Jackson Weatherall's 15 minutes is up and he's about to come back on the ground after receiving the yellow card early in the first.
Could be very timely. Ball right in his vicinity, but a good mark taken there by Robbie McEwen. McEwen quickly wheels round on the right boot, sends it up towards half forward. Another good grab. Lockie McDonald plays on quickly, and now a chance for him to stream forward. There's a whistle on play and advantage. So the kick in the end from Matty Davey went out of bounds on the full.
1 point.
Looks like a card coming out, is it?
It'll just.
He's put the card out again.
So the point's been counted.
And who's getting the card? Looks like Rod Crowe's got a card here.
Cross boundary side thanks to chiropractic betting, Gus.
Yeah, it is Rod Crowe. He's just got the yellow card, boys.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens from here.
At the moment, Balwyn are looking as more rattled than I've seen them in such a long time. They're just not concentrating on the contest. They're getting sucked in. They can't get their characteristic run-on game going. They're slipping and sliding. They're not getting the rub of the green off the umpires, so they feel. So they're going to have to do something about it.
Okay, so confirm the point as it happened, as the incident happened before the point was kicked. I would assume would be the explanation on that one.
You would assume correctly.
So Weatherall to take the kick in duties. Kicks out wide. Good mark taken. So Broadhurst assesses the option right in front of the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Finds Roach. Short. He's got right on short. Decides to against that. And now he's put himself under a bit of pressure. He's got players everywhere, but then there's Rowville players everywhere as well. Broadhurst tries to get through, and eventually they get a clean possession to Fraser. Fraser now tries to switch play back the other way. Rennie Watts has found a bit of space.
Well done.
And decides to quickly play on. They're going to use the corridor here. And now that they work it forward, Gordon was the intended target. Went over his head with the breeze. Now a bouncing ball out to centre wing. Picked up nicely.
Well done.
Almost
Well
taken
done.
there was Hager. Tried to get it over the top. Good work from McDonald. Short chip kick. But it wasn't all that good, and it found Pendlebury sitting across half-back.
Well, he wanted to go in the middle, but there was no options for him, so he went backwards to Wright, who switches it out wide here. Broadhurst was there, dropped a mark that he normally would take. Davies in there, but he's given away a free
He
kick.
dodged a bullet there, Broadhurst.
Got the handball away to Weatherall. Neat kick out. Finds Wright. So really struggling to get it out of that half-back line, aren't they, Balwyn Brash?
They are.
Rowville's really bottled them up there, haven't they?
Doing a great job at the fall of ball up on towards the wing position. Crozier overran it, so O'Regan came in,
Great
rode
tackle.
the Crozier bump nicely. Pye's going to come in and bounce this one. Giorgio with the bump that you heard
Boundary.
Rush impressed about. As we cross down to Gus McLeod, thanks to chiropractic betting.
Boys, got Cam Madmiel with me. How's the game playing on the ground, mate?
Yeah, man, it's hot, real hot out there. They've got the breeze this quarter, so we're just trying to limit their scoring.
Osborne goes forward. Can
argy.
he put it through? No. Sorry, Gus.
Ballwyn a bit argy-bargy. Feel like any dirty tactics going on there, mate?
No, not really, mate. It's a final, so you've got to expect it. So, yeah, we're just putting our heads over the ball and hopefully we can come up in half-time and reset.
Thanks, Cam.
Great stuff there from Gus McLeod. Our first here on the EFL media team, chatting to a player within the match. Absolutely loving his work this year. Gus McLeod is a kick from Balwyn. Rowville, I should say, comes out wide and not touched. So out of bounds on the full. And whose hands would you want it to be in? none other than Rennie Gilchrist for the Tigers. Short passes on, looks for Roach. Gave it back to Rennie, squeezed to kick forward. Oh, almost chopping in on the mark there was Osborne. It was difficult slips catch for him, but he spilt it and seen over by Best over the boundary line and out of bounds. 25 metres out from the Balwyn goals. 19 minutes gone. They trail by 19 points. They've got the breeze. They need a goal ASAP as it comes out. Shivers got the handball away. O'Regan very close to the boundary line where the paint beats the football, and it will be thrown in.
Sean Cross only with the one disposal this quarter after starting the game well with 6 in the opening term, thanks to Tuesday.
Ball thrown in once again. This time just 15 metres round, but a good kick there from Alex Frawley trying to clear away.
Good mark.
And a great mark taken by Matty Robinson on half-back. Right on the painted defensive 50, kicks short. Finds a target in Seedsman.
Seedsman's been a very valuable player for Rowville.
Hasn't he? Great.
Hasn't he? A late inclusion.
Got selected in the initial 22, as we mentioned before the start of the game. The kick went to a contest, and in the end it goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. Gus McLeod was half a chance of getting a disposal then.
He wasn't getting up.
Ball thrown in. Garner front position beautifully. Rove there by Leddick. Tries to go inside forward 50. I'm liking
that was there.
I'm liking Rennie Watts on across half back, and he's earned the free kick. Pendlebury uses a bit of that foot speed and now gives away to Roach, who can just put the afterburners on. Kicks it up towards half forward, and now a chance as Blake Broadhurst marks about 70 from home. Still a couple of kicks away. He's going to send it long inside forward 50. Looking for an option. Off the ball, I think Jeff Goebels just tripped or fell or was pushed, and it goes over the boundary line and out of bounds.
Yeah,
so
look,
time on in the second term. Rowville 5-5-35, Balwyn 2-4-16. Still a comfortable lead in favour of the Hawks.
Yeah, Balwyn's disposal into the forward line's the worst I've seen it in many a long day.
Brash, I think the best thing for Balwyn now is for the siren to ring, Dan Donati to get in there, talk about a bit of discipline and the way they normally play the game.
Well, it's deep in their forward line. They'd love a goal before that happens. Dax on the mill in there. McDonald, he was wrapped up nicely and will...
I don't think it'll be talking, Ray. It'll be a lot of fire and brimstone, I reckon.
High throws it up. Neither ruckman got to have a genuine go at it, so the Rovers are left to do the work, and they're all over it here as Cross and Frawley are in and amongst it. As is McDonald.
A stoppage there. I'd like to see a defender on the goal line.
Garner, little knock out the side. Probably looking for the safety of the boundary line there. Frawley on hands and knees did extremely well. Got the handball to Crozier, got it to Zajac, who thumped it on his boot out towards the Davey direction. Rennie Watts came in from the side. Robinson was in there for Rowville. Hits the deck. And Sanfilippo lays a strong tackle and will have a ball up across the half-forward line, 50 metres out from the Balwyn goals, trailing by 19 points, 21 and a half minutes gone. Division 1 qualifying final, big knockout that time. Giorgio might be the first one to meet it here, goes after it, strong tackle there from Osborne. And now we'll have another throw up across centre half forward. Let's go to Gus, thanks to chiropractic betting.
Boys, got Lockie O'Connor with me here, the late in for the team. What's Dan saying to you boys at the moment, mate?
Mate, we just I think we've got to use the ball a little bit better going into the forward line.
Comes out now of Roach on the right boot. He sets sail for goal. Can he curl it back? Fantastic bit of play there from Balwyn. That's the goal that they were after. Third on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 3-4-22, plays 5-5-35.
Yeah, that was a goal that Balwyn needed. We've been going 22 minutes into the quarter, but look, they've got to get another one, I think, that if they're going to get back into this game.
So it makes it interesting now. 22 minutes gone. First quarter went about 26 minutes, so maybe still time for Balwyn to just reduce that margin slightly once again as we head towards the main change. By Jason Herman, ball back in the middle once again. Sanfilippo and Frawley getting to know each other once again as we wait for the restart. Lucky not to be paid the throw against him there, Frawley. Letter got it away to Garner. Ugh. Great work there from Weatherald. Now Damien Garner can boot it inside forward 50. Archer was the intended target, but flying across in gutsy circumstances there was Fraser, who kicks out wide. Looking for the captain in Gilchrist. Great punch from the back, came from Hagar. Now he's got a bit of work to do to try and clear it away. Taylor Gilchrist comes in to try and extract the football. Manuel was clean with his disposal. Inside forward 50. Fly from the back. Hagar couldn't quite take the mark, but Archer at ground level probably just got caught up in the moment like we did and kicked it out of bounds on the full. Absolutely nowhere near the big sticks.
McDonald.
So, short chip kick here from Weatherall. Finds Pendlebury. Pendlebury now, Kennedy. So Kennedy at half-back. I'm going to move it on quickly through Pendlebury. Now sticks it wide. It's just going to find its target. It puts right under a bit of pressure. Now Weatherald back into the centre of the ground. They moved it well here. McDonald on half-back.
Yeah, they're looking okay here, is the Balwyn Football Club. Handball to Kennedy on the right boot up towards the half-forward line. Scrambling kick stolen there by Zajac. Got the handball over the top. He found Burns but dropped it. Little handball up towards the half-forward line from Balwyn. Hands and knees there. Seedsman did well. Got it away. His best looping handball out wide. Looking back for his teammate there in Burns who kept the football alive. Slammed it on his boot, but he was under a fair old bit of pressure and out of bounds on the full. It goes.
I reckon Daniel Zajac's had a big quarter in the back line. He's played extremely well in this game so far.
He has. He's been very good, Bresh.
Jared Wright on centre wing. Just taking his time. Got pretty close to the man on the mark there, so just pops it up in the end. Sanfilippo at the fall. The ball just overran it at the crucial stage. Frawley was in there. Got the handball out looking for Burns who goes after it. Again, it eventually comes out to Leder on the left boot on his favourable side. Gets to kick it up towards the wing position. Looking for Archer. The big man goes after it. Fantastic second effort. Got the left boot kick around the corner. Wright will be the first player there for Balwyn though to pick the pill up. Did nicely. Here's Rennie Gilchrist. He'll want to go for the switch into the middle here. This is a go. Osborne found a little bit of space, wanted to go on with it, eventually linked up a handball in the middle of the ground. That was nice. McDonald kicks it to the top of the goal square. Oh, he was looking for Goebbels. It was knocked away from him, and nicely done there by Dodone. Got it away. Giorgio for Rowville. Well, he wanted only nothing but the boundary line, but no umpire is going to pay that one deliberate. 40 metres out from goal. It's Balwyn's forward line.
Great play by Giorgio down there, double teaming the Balwyn forwards.
Ball thrown in once again. Meeson had a lot of work to do over the back of Garner, but he did well to rove it out the back of the pack. Kicks up towards centre wing. Good mark taken 3 deep was Marco Regan. Gives away to Fraser. Short chip kick was pretty ordinary, but they've smothered each other, the Rowville defenders, and now it's held up deep in defence, about 45 metres round from the Balwyn goal. Thrown up once again. Meeson taps it down beautifully, looking for Gordon, couldn't quite pick it up. Frawley got the clearing kick away, almost found the runner on a long lead. Overran the footy in almost comical circumstances. Robinson picked up, just got a little handball 15 metres further afield. Archer handballed straight back to Taylor Gilchrist, and now they can run back the other way. O'Regan now back to Gilchrist, inside forward 50, and that's a costly turnover.
It's a great kick inside 50 too.
A good mark taken there by Christian Sanfilippo, and timely as it may.
The wind should work in his favour here, and distance won't be a problem for Christian.
So this to cut the margin back to just over a goal. Sanfilippo, it's an ordinary kick off.
I should have said nothing.
Won't add any sort of score onto the scoreboard at half-time. Balwyn 3-4-22. Rowville 5-5-35. We'll be back right after this on AFL Game Day, all thanks to the Pancake Parlour.